I might be told what great television drama this actually is, how tense it is, how strong the performances are, how the drama keeps you on the edge of your seat. I'm going to let you in on something now. This might disappoint some of you Americans. I don't know. I find most television drama from any decade to be dull, dry, like sub theatre junk. It's dull, boring, and none of it would last for a second in a actual theatrical feature film, or even a lot of telefilms. I mean, it's really just I just don't find like what's the good television like scripted drama. I mean, I don't understand. I just feel like scripted drama in general is usually quite bad. Like, think about a lot of the greatest films of all time. Like, they don't exactly have an acclaimed screenplays. They don't exactly have very didactic, sort of banal, dramatic structures. Very bizarre and unconventional. Obviously, Citizen Kane never would have been a telefilm. It's that's not a traditional dramatic scaffold. It takes a bizarre, non chronological storytelling device, seeks to analyze a man within the as he up during his upbringing in early 21st century modernity. It's totally distinct from sort of banal television, one note, usually set in a courtroom dramas. And think about The Godfather. Think about let's just how screenplays go in the 70s, Network, Chinatown, although that's more of the upending era. I'm more talking about the 50s and 60s. Go check out my video for Dial In for Murder if you want me to like just rail nearly incoherently about this nonsense. But I can't respect the people from that era who were just all about like, oh yes, it adheres to these story structures, and it's all just about everything adhering to these structures and things having to conform to this wider metaphysical cosmologic belief about sort of pure Western values or Judeo-Christian ethos, which they're fine in of themselves, but they become these very banal sort of like 9 to 5, look forward to dinner and a few beers sort of mentality, which is really oppressive. Like, I think you have to really want to go back to the 50s or early 60s if you really admire this stuff. And that's one of the last things I want on this earth, really. I was born late enough that I kind of see that banality for what it is, and I more enjoy the eras where, I mean, literature always, I think, tends to, at least in its more sort of celebrated forms, expand and coalesce into interesting storytelling methods. Whereas, as I've said before, I think television is just the pit of writing as a form in general, fiction writing, I mean. Then, now, it's they call television the writer's medium, but even now people who admire television series are like, oh, there's a character arc, oh, there's a character arc, oh, that's foreshadowing, oh, that's a thing. They're praising these shows for things that they just find familiar, and I think that's a disgrace, and I think you all ought to be ashamed of it. I really, really do. Oh, well, the Menagerie's over. Woohoo.